Hey and welcome! Today we have a look on the fight against the hardest AI in Age of Empires 4, with the Britons against the Delhi Sultanate. With the Britons we go for a classic longbow rush, so therefore we collecting sheeps in the early stage to boost up our food supply and start with the first villager already with a production of the first house. After the house is finished, he's going for wood and building a woodcutter camp. In the meantime, we continue to search for sheep with our scout, and every spare villager we find, we send to wood. So the target is going 8 food production on the sheep and 5 on wood production. The 16th villager we go for gold and build a mining camp, and number 17 of the villagers builds the second house, to not run in a population constraint. Then we boost up gold supply, mining people up to 5, with the target to advance in second age. As soon as we have the 200 gold, we put all of the gold miners to the production of the second landmark, to advance as fast as possible, without cutting food and wood supply. Every new villager also goes for the landmark except one who is building the next house, and then go also for the 4th house. After landmark is finished, we put back our people to resource mining and start producing the first archers, with the target to go for 10 archers. With the 10 archers we will start the rush. That's roughly about 5.5 to 6 minutes in game. In addition, we research the campfire for the archers, because we need the extra healing when they are damaged by some of the early units of our CPU enemy. And here the scout already runs for looking where is the resources of our enemy, and we want to interrupt, in this case, the food supply. And also have one villager with us to build the first tower as a retreat option in case there is too much of enemy forces. And for sure, the longbow archers also building up their phalanx to avoid any of the impacts of the enemy cavalry. This puts us in a good shape and interrupts really good the production of the food of our enemy. Building up more towers to increase our range and retreat position against more forces of the enemy, and also interrupting here the first enemy approach to building her own tower with the scout. In between we build more archers to also interrupt the gold production on the other side. In between we build also up a little bit of the stone production to upgrade our towers. As we are running out of sheep, we now need to replace the food production with mills and farms, and going up for the same quantity as we had before, building up 2 mills and the corresponding farms. So now we are advancing with the second troop of archers, here going for all of the resource supply, wood and gold, and also a little bit more food, building up in parallel the castle for the next age. And that's almost game here. So the enemy AI is more or less defeated. He will not be able to come back out of this. This is roughly at 15 minutes in game. Now we spend our time to build up more resources, do research to keep up the pressure and advance our units. Also utilizing now our castle to produce more archers close by, so no need to build an archer camp or something like that in the area of our enemy. We can use the castle, which also protects our archers, and as soon as we research the connection between towers and castles, it's also increasing the attack speed of our units. So overall, this is a very good strategy to go and rush any enemy AI, even on the hardest difficulty. And finally, as soon as we reach third age and have a little bit time in between of the resource management and our attacks to the supply chain of the enemy, we build up a siege camp to produce trebuchets and finish him. So not much more to say here, so just a little bit fighting, stuffing up our forces here and there to avoid any rushes from the enemy. So the rest of the time is gathering some more resources and going for the trebuchets and finish him. So you can watch him go down with me. But I think that's it for the comments. Have fun and see you next time. Bye bye.
Where should he dress an hour?
Scouts are reporting! Foes near me!
Hestes for the engine. Address me after worthy.
Ich hab seat of the foe!
He ready
He's
for
here the foe! Eyewear! Here!
What should raiding Uts were commanded? I obey, sir.
And fleet! We are being unrusted!
Raiding Ut to Swahe.
Yeah, you ready for hit?
I ready to read it. Going there, written on.
Yeah, you ready for Hestes?
Trebuchet unbeaten! What is this?
What need is blitzing?
Push it, Arwayman, and here to Hestes.
Doing that move should Arwayman.
Where should Arwayman? Yefet and heir to Hestes. Get down your gear, Arwayman, and move it. Fuck on to a yard man and hit Arwayman. Yard Arwayman, we are moving. Fuck on to a yard man and hit Arwayman.
Sir, Sergeant.